Take this one, everybody.
Joe Namath wore pantyhose. It was a commercial for pantyhose.
I've got clear pantyhose on. I just forgot to shave my legs. Look at them beautiful legs.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what my dad used to say?
What?
He'd say, you don't want to kill herself having a pair of legs like this.
I remember your dad had a real pretty skin. He had tan skin.
Yeah.
He had soft legs. He didn't have a lot of hair on his legs.
No.
And he had pretty legs.
He was part Choctaw. That's his deal.
Stop it. I don't want to hear that. You're crazy.
I got my mama's legs. They're built for hauling. My lower legs about as big as my top legs. They're made for hauling stuff, man. Believe me, I've hauled a lot of stuff.
You sure have. I've seen you work a lot.
Look at that, man. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking nothing but pure meat. Pure meat right there. Everybody, good evening.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Yes. Good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Home.
Yeah.
And broadcast that nobody else in the entire world is doing.
No.
That's right. Nobody has the guts to do what we do. They're not willing to receive all the comments that would drive a normal person insane.
Here we see where it was yesterday. Fix your mic. Can you believe this?
Hey, unplug and plug it. You see what you did yesterday. You unplugged it, and then you plugged it up.
Now let's try it again. Something's wearing out.
I got good batteries.
This one's blinking. The channel's blinking.
Yeah, it was red and white yesterday. God, if I were you, I would just tune off. I would be aggravated watching.
Talk, see.
Huh? Is it good now? Can you hear me, guys?
Talk. Keep talking.
I'm talking. I can't quit talking. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Wow.
No.
No. Hey, it was blinking red a little bit there.
I know.
Let me turn mine off. Turn it off. You have to unplug it, I guess. Mine won't come back on. It won't come back on.
Nope. I can hear him. Nope.
Oh, wait a minute.
Good. Yes. We can hear you fine.
You can't hear me. That's a good one. Man, you're just going to have to talk through the whole thing. How's that?
Still can't hear Randy. Let's see. And our notification just came in. I just seen that. All right. How about that? Talk.
I don't know if I want to talk anymore. Hello, everybody. I am so frustrated. Hi, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes again. Can you guys hear me? Love to be able to broadcast something you could hear.
What the heck?
No.
Okay, so let's go back to... This is crazy. Why is it not working right? All right, let's try this.
Love me.
How about this?
Tender. Love me true.
How about that?
Oh, I'm missing you. Oh, my darling, I love you. Do you hate me too? Yeah. No. Take me away. Throw this microphone in the trash. I don't want to use this thing.
Is everything plugged up good with you?
It is all plugged up in green.
Let me turn it off. I'm going to turn it all back on. Let's see.
Red. Man, let's just stop. We're going. Now, can anybody small delay if you're just tuning in? Our microphone just pooped out on us. Can you hear me now, everybody? We're waiting for a sound check. You and I, can you hear me? London, Great Britain. How's the sound check? Check. 4, 3, 2, 18, 8, 46. Can you hear me? Down. Let's do a feet. We'll wait for the sound check. 1. We'll do a sound check. 2. Can you hear me? Ooh. I'm like Elvis, Amanda.
They can hear you, just not through the mic, of course. Yes.
Everybody, look at this beautiful bed. I want to show you this bed. My pockets got holes in them, so I can't put everything in them. What are you doing, mister? So, let me see. I got a tape measure here, but it's a full bed, right? And I want to. Is that not beautiful? Look at that. And then, what you can do, you can flip this over like that.
Oh, it is spinning back here. Can you believe? Listen, if it is to happen today,
Love it. Bring it.
bring it.
Is it still spinning?
Coming in and out. It's lagging.
Everybody, we're just gonna go home, eat supper. There you go.
It is not. All right.
Good
All right.
job, buddy. Come on, man.
It's just too far away, I guess, from the thing.
Yeah, thing's too far.
Okay.
Oh. We have had so many, we have done everything known to man, other than send up our own satellite.
Exactly.
You know what? We've got routers all over the place. We have had Newport utilities everywhere out here. We have spun, we have rebooted, we have run lines.
You name it, we've done
I
it.
took coil wires and wrapped it around the entire building.
But you have to think, here's what you have to think about, and everybody gives their opinion about it, but what you have to think about
course they
is,
got opinions.
is nobody goes live like we do. People don't walk this much around their property
No.
wireless.
No,
You
Joe
just
Rogan
don't.
says He just sets it a day out.
You just don't, and it's not normal to do that. So we're not hooked up to something right directly, so we're walking around wireless. It's amazing with anything.
Man, I need to be more refined. You know what? I'm just too rough.
Is that it?
This is too, man, it's just, this is, you know what though? That's what you get when you do something nobody else has done.
Exactly,
I'm glad
that's
I'm
right.
doing it. So you know what? If you didn't like it, turn this off. If you want to hang out with the,
Oh, you know
you
what?
can't hear nothing all the time.
Go get the one behind my monitor. Stop
What?
it. The one that
One
we
what?
used to use, the phone.
The one that clips to that?
Mm-hmm. Let's.
Hey, where you at, boy? There you are. Come on. Good boy.
I do too. So Lisa said I like the crazy tiny home. That it looks awesome. Let me show. While he's gone to go get the other microphone, let me show you the porch. There's the porch in the front of it, and look at the red that they've put, the barnwood, the red that they've got on there, which, it just looks so cute. I know, y'all are trailblazers. I'll tell you what, every time we get back there, because the router is up there in that bucket, man, it gets us spinning and everything. We can't get too far from it.
Gets you spinning and everything.
It gets spinning and everything.
Everything.
All right, here's our old, this is the OG. I actually even forgot how to do it. Just clip it in. Yeah. And then I clip this
You gotta
in.
turn that and make it tight.
Yeah.
Here.
I got this. Okay. All right, now.
Is that better? Can you hear me good? Check. 1, 2. Over.
How's that, everybody?
Just a rhinestone cowboy. Riding out
Better.
on a horse from the Four-Finger Rodeo.
Okay, and this is where you look, where I'm cleaning right there. This is where the...
I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
Oh, I hate he's dead, but listen, everybody's dying.
Amanda said that I'm like the tiger guy without a mullet.
Randy, listen, is exactly like the Tiger King. And keep in mind, Randy's not watched it yet, so he's not watched all of it.
Yeah.
So you all have similarities,
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
like a liger, a lion
Getting
tiger.
cards and letters from people I don't even know. And offers coming over the phone.
Okay, now show me something.
Within the radius of the router.
We're insane right now. We don't even know what we're saying.
We can't walk very far.
We can't go very far. Do it again, Randy. That's funny.
Lots of steps in a little space. Hey, what big old strapping man will walk like that? It shows us he's got a lot of testosterone.
Oh my God.
Look it, get it. I leave all that trash here so the dog can just tear it all to pieces.
What keeps him occupied?
Keeps him occupied.
That's what we did to kids.
He's getting good now. He only pooped in the floor twice and peed once, twice, 3 times.
Only because he couldn't get out both times.
And he's going to the door and scratching, trying to get out. So he did good.
Yeah, Janet knows who Tim Conway is. Remember Tim Conway did that little scooting around? Remember the Carol Burnett show?
I loved him.
Oh God, that was a great show. Harvey, what was his name?
Wallbanger.
No.
Harvey Korman.
Harvey Korman, yeah. God.
How did I remember that?
All right, let's see some houses.
Let's go. Come on.
Let's see some houses.
What the? Hey, let me get my tape.
What the house?
What the house? Let me get my tape measure. Because I got to point out some things.
He's got to point out some things, Ace. What are you doing, skipping?
Hey, look at these Shingles. Come here.
They can't hear you.
I know.
Teacher, teacher, can you teach me?
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
Look at this, man. Tell me this ain't gorgeous.
Let me see.
Now, look how rough. Can you see that?
Oh, that's pretty.
These are called hand split shingles. They've been treated for fire and rot. So whatever.
Stop. Don't put it in your mouth.
I'll get the corona. Hey, whatever they've been treated with will not rot, okay? So these are gonna go on Steve's house. And so I love these because of the roughness. Now you can get about a 8 to 10 inch reveal.
Oh yeah, show some of it.
Okay, and so what we do when you do a shingle, now normally when you do a shingle, we'll put an underlayment under it, and then you put 2 layers. So you'd put 1 layer like this, right? Then the next layer goes over top at the same, all right, the same length. That's how you start, okay? Okay, so you'll go over, but you gotta put these together. So let's say you got a real wide one. I gotta have another one that'll cover that whole thing, right? So you gotta dig through, and this is why shingles are so expensive, okay? Because we gotta cover the cracks. You got that one. Now, the second layer, you can start stair stepping.
Oh, I see.
Okay? So now, you see that crack right there? Mm-hmm. I don't wanna, I'm really close, and that's fine, but now I've gotta cover this. Let me show you. See that?
Yes.
So you've got to cover, because the water now will go in this crack, but when I pull it away, there's a solid shingle under there.
Okay.
Then the water hits that shingle, then goes off.
Okay.
So that's why every shingle has a shingle underneath the seam. Okay? So you guys can see, and then I like to do is I like staggering them. See, like this and like that. And I'll show you here. And these are hand split. So on the back.
Oh, that's pretty. Look at that other side.
See it smooth, and then that's hand.
Oh, look at that.
It's hand split,
Ooh,
man.
That's pretty.
Then you put that there. Right? Then you can put this big one across there. But see how it's getting really close there? So let's say I don't want that. I need a narrow shingle. So I'll put one here like that, and I'll stair step it up. But see how it's kind of cattywampus? See how it's curved and all that?
Yeah.
But that's what you want. And then the next one will go down below like that. And you start doing that, and then I don't like keeping the same size shingles everywhere.
Right.
So then I'll come in here and I'll put a thin one, bring it up here.
And it's an upgrade, of course, the shingles.
Oh, they're like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
an upgrade.
I'll take an 8-incher.
How much are these shingles, you think?
They're a lot. I'll tell you here in just a second. And then you take this one, right? But you can reveal more. Come up, down. But this, everybody, is about the most premium thing you can do. We can put this on the side. These actually were made, I bought them to go on the roof of Steve's house. Because it really looks really rustic. But we can actually put them, you know, on any, I like accenting a home with these, right?
That's beautiful.
Those shingles are almost $500 a square. Now a square is 10 foot by 10 foot. That's just the materials.
Not the labor.
Yeah.
Don't chew on that. Lord, they're expensive.
And
Quit!
so they're here. Let me give you some. Here,
Yeah.
chew on this, bud.
You can't chew on them shingles, honey.
Chew on that yellow pine. There you go. Go ahead and have fun. But yeah, but you can see when you get a whole pattern of them things, and I was laying them upside down. So when they're in front of me, you can adjust them and make them look really pretty.
And look at that little bit of a red color that one's got. That's really pretty.
Yeah, and then you can accent them with a little bit of urethane and stain. And when you
Those are
cover
beautiful.
gorgeous. Yep. You guys really, if you want, but think
Now
about it.
these are not the same shingles that the other ones you have.
These are the really more expensive, all right? Then we've got these other shingles here, right, that are more dimensional, okay, underneath here. And they're, I can pull them out of there.
All this is shingles, ain't it?
Oh, man, we got a load of them. Yeah.
Are they all cedar? Hey!
He's liking that cedar.
I know he is. Nope. You can't chew on that pumpkin. No.
And they're heavy. Yep. So it takes, I think about, let's see, 24 inches, 3/4 of an inch thick. I think it takes about 5 bundles to do 1 square. So these are like almost $100 a piece, right?
5 bundles for 1 square.
Yeah. Now at Lowe's, these aren't like Lowe's. The ones we used to get at Lowe's, these cost about $25 a bundle. These are like almost $100 a bundle.
I can't even express, I don't know if everybody can hear me, but I can't even express how good these smell. My goodness, they smell like, oh.
Like me.
Oh my God, it's just, oh.
Makes you just think good
Oh,
things.
it smells like my cedar chest as a kid, and oh my gosh.
All right, so now look at these.
Almost flowery smelling. It smells so
we'll
good.
put that here.
Now, what kind's that called?
These are cedar, but they are machine cut.
Okay.
Now, you know what? I just had a pop. See that? And see how they're more, look at him.
Yeah. Watch him. He's like, she don't let me have any fun.
She ain't gonna have no fun, buddy.
I ain't letting him have no fun.
She's like that.
Oh, it smells so good. Oh, you can see the difference. Nope.
We'll get you guys a price on all this. And also, see the reveal right here? And this stair stepping? The more drastic you make that, the more it just gives it a whole different look. Mm-hmm. So you can make these bottoms the same and the tops the same, or you can start jogging them around a little bit and make them different.
Right.
It all depends on the style home that you want. Or, right? So you got them all kinds of different, or you can do like this and make them all pretty and straight.
Yeah.
Right? And then they can look more refined. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to tell you where this would look really, really nice. Is on that salt box.
Oh, yes.
On the back side of it or something. So you can see how these become. Now, Amanda, you're on the other side, so come on this side and show it.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah.
See, so we'll go
So
up.
this is the top up here. This is the top. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the bottom. You're at the bottom.
I'm at the bottom and you're at the top.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
And then we go right here. Like that. Okay? So you got that picture and see how straight lines it is?
Yes.
And you got that real gnarly looking rustic
That's
look,
really...
right? Then you can take this and kind of go in between. Right?
Yeah. Difference in price, I'm sure.
Now look at that.
Yeah.
Now,
Beautiful.
The biggest in price in these things is the labor. Now, underneath the shingles, we have to use an underlayment. And that's what this is over here. Look at this, Amanda. All right, this is some thick underlayment. In fact, I can't even tear a piece of that off hardly.
Is that like shingles?
It is even tougher than shingles. See that? So how this works is, it's not just rolled shingle. Okay, that's a rubber all right?
Yeah.
So what happens when you put a screw through that, it actually self-seals itself. So when you nail those cedar shakes on top of this underlayment, the nail that goes through it is sealed up.
Oh.
So the water won't go through it.
That's great.
So this is really more than what they call for. I'm putting this on there because I always want to make sure nothing ever leaks.
Is it, Jen said seals in the heat also?
In the heat
Like
of the house?
Of the house.
You know, I'm sure there's a somewhat of an R value inside in that wood, you know, other than the metal. And there's a little bit because the sun is going to absorb that. But other than that, this is just a water membrane.
And that is not tar paper.
No, this isn't tar paper. This is not rolled roofing. This is not rolled asphalt. No, this is a rubber membrane. It's like a rubber. It's a little bit of a mixture of. See that? See how that rubber is?
Let me show.
See that?
Yeah, it's stretchy.
Yeah. See that film? There's a
Yeah.
slight film on that. Look at that,
God,
everybody.
that's tough. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So anyway,
They use it on flat roofs, Benji said.
they can. Yep. They use a lot of things. They use a rubber on flat roofs. They use this as an asphalt type of rubber roofing, but it's not completely rubber. This is underlayment that we use for the thatch roofs.
How expensive is a roll of that?
You know, I can't remember what it was. It
In the
was,
size?
I think it's like $150 a roll,
Okay, that ain't bad.
something like that.
EJ's wanting to know, you know, she bought the Hobbit house on wheels.
Yeah.
Is that cedar shakes? What is that? Is that the...
That she's got cedar shakes. Yep, they're not hand split. They're more like the second kind that
The
I did.
second set.
They actually Lowe's had a secondary in between those two. They look hand split, but they were
Okay.
thin. And they were inexpensive. We've used them for years. I've used them on log cabins. That big hand split right there, oh my gosh. When you put that on that roof right there for Mr. Smith or Mr. Steve,
Yeah.
it's gonna look thick and it's gonna look gnarly. It's gonna look like an old
Yes.
cabin. And that's why I picked that out. That's an expensive roof system.
Well, now,
it's
whenever-
fireproof and
yeah.
rot resistant.
When you... the cedar is?
Yep.
That's
the hand
interesting.
split are.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Way worth the money.
Fire retardant and rot resistant.
So when you put this stuff
Yeah.
on anything, the roof or wherever it might go, you could put anything over top of it.
And that's what we do. We put that behind the barnwood.
Okay.
Okay? So the barnwood, that barnwood is very porous. You see these cracks we got right here?
Yes.
And here, water's gonna get right inside that.
Of
And
course.
water's gonna get inside these cracks, right? When it does, it's gonna hit that underlayment and go down.
Okay.
And that's just,
Right.
that's the thing about barnwood. It's fine, but it will not seal out the water. So you gotta have a water membrane behind it.
Okay.
Isn't
Good.
it pretty? I love
I
cedar
love
shakes.
it. Cedar shakes are beautiful.
The thing is, it's just like mascara. You know what, Amanda?
Is it what?
It's like mascara.
What?
A little too much, ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
A little bit of this, spot on.
Well,
It's just-
everybody needs a little paint on the barn.
it's like, it's just a little detail, you know? It's like heaven. It's like a guy being clean shaved. You just want a little bit of splash. That's why I like putting them up in the gable, or I like putting them on a dormer. See, like that right there. See that board and batten area?
Yes.
Okay, that's the board and batten. Is the triangle part that's blue?
Yes.
Okay,
Cool looking.
that's really nice to go ahead and put cedar shakes. Amanda, right there is an example. Let me show you guys this one. These are cedar shakes that are up here.
Well, wait a minute. You gotta just so they can hear you.
Yeah. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So what we did is we staggered them, but we made them very straight. So it's not all kinds of different heights. So every one of them is 1 inch higher and lower, and they're straight across.
It looks so good.
It's a 6 and 7 inch reveal. So you get that wood look, right? But it's refined.
Right.
Then if you want the gnarly hand split ones, that's different. It's all in how you want to artistically build your house.
Now, Cindy wants to know, can that be put on the outside wall before you put on lap siding? I have a tendency to draw leaks no matter where I live. Can that be put on the outside wall before you put on lap siding? Talking about that rolled stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, lap siding shouldn't have any leaks in it, right? And let me take you down here to some lap siding, and I'll show you kind of how it works. Lap siding is the most durable, waterproof siding I think that you can work with, all right? And the reason is, let me pull this scaffold out of here. All right, this is an 8-inch board. All right, 8 inches, and it's a 6-inch reveal. So 2 inches of that board is up underneath there.
Okay.
Okay? So when there's water coming down, there's no way in the world water's gonna go back up underneath there.
Poor Cindy said, "You don't know my luck," and she put it in all caps.
Now, we have been fortunate. We've been fortunate. This house is 16 foot long.
Yes.
We had boards that were 16 foot long.
Yes.
If we did not, and we had to make a joint right here, okay, in between that joint, you put a piece of flashing. So if that board separates with the sun and the snow and the hot and the cold, right? You put a piece of flashing behind it, it hits the flashing. Did he just get sick? He just hit the flashing and it goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dog just upchucked. What have you been into? Look at him, look at that.
Even ooh.
Hey.
Ace.
Get out of there.
What? He's like, my God. He's like, I threw it up. Ooh. That's gross. Bless his heart.
I don't want to get everybody sick out here. We'll cover that up.
Well, he's going. Come on, Ace.
All right.
They go, bleh.
Yeah. I wish I could just do that, you
Just
know?
bleh.
Done.
Okay, let's see. Somebody said,
Hey.
Manders. Let's see. Will you please ask Randy to show the different window sizes? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one, there's one, there's one.
Oh, you see how that went.
All right, come on.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on, Packin.
In our RJO and Freedom, okay, people ask, how many windows? We're going to put it on the website. We just build, and it's always been the same, and I'm sorry. If I were more refined and more, desky.
What does that mean?
Desky means I like to sit my butt at a desk and just think all the time,
Oh,
right?
desky. You made that up.
Desky.
Okay, I see.
Hey,
That's cute.
no, buddy. And so what I want to do is, if I sat at the desk all the time, I could have time to do all this stuff. We are just busy building and inventorying and going. A lot of times these things slip up. Okay, window sizes in a house.
Yes.
In an RJO and a Freedom, what I like to do is normally put, these are 3040. When we call this a 3040, the first number is the width.
3-0.
3 foot, 30 by 40. And so that is in a building terminology, it's 3 foot by 4 foot. What I like to do in an RJO, the basic RJO and Freedom, a 3040 and three of them in the living room. You've got one on this side, the other side in the end. And you can see you've got one here and here. Now, if you want to replace it with a fixed picture window, we can do that too. It's a little bit more expensive,
Right, of
because we
course.
have to, because it's wider. We have to put a header up there. We have to frame it. We have to build the sill. There's more involved.
Well, it's a piece of glass, too.
Piece of glass. Let me clean that up.
I know. He's bound determined to eat it. Ugh. Oh.
This is dog food.
Is it?
Yep.
I was going to say right here was a trash can, but that's okay. Cindy said sedentary, not desky. It's sedentary.
No, desky.
Desky.
Desky means you're still working, but you're more, you know what? You don't like to get up and walk around a lot. You just like to think a lot, and that's
Right.
great. I'm just not that way. I like to think and work. And
Now, Lori's bringing this up. A 3040 is outside the frame to outside the frame, right? Not the glass?
outside to
Okay,
outside.
That's good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like the horizontal windows. Are there any on the builds right now that we can see? The horizontal
That's a
windows.
slider, and that's right over here.
Okay.
Okay. So this one here is a single hung window. And single hung means it goes up and down vertically.
Okay.
And she's talking horizontal is this one here. And we call these sliders. They slide this way.
I see.
Yep. You know, when I built my first house in Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, I actually built my own windows out of wood. All I had was a buck knife and a hatchet.
Man.
Stop it, I'm just teasing. I can hear Travis saying, oh, I bet all he had was a buck knife and a hatchet. I had a table
and a
saw.
bologna sandwich.
And a bologna sandwich. I had a table saw and a hand saw, and I built all my own windows. And I had glass, right? So I had this guy that gave me, I traded my sofa for a bunch of glass, and it was insulated glass, so I pulled all the insulation out, and I took a glass cutter and cut my glass, and I made my windows. Now, they were single pane, but they didn't allow the wind to come in.
You saved a lot of money by doing you did all the labor.
I built all my windows and built all my doors. I made 25 windows and 3 sets of French doors for $500.
That's a lot of work.
And they slid sideways.
Now, what size is that?
That's a 4030.
That's a 4030.
Remember, the first number is the width. So this is a 4030.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a real standard size.
And somebody said, could you turn those windows sideways?
Which ones? The verticals? No. Here, let me show you why. Right here is the water leaks out right here. Okay? So that's why you can't do that. You can't turn these. They're waterproofed, only vertical. And like these are weep holes here. So when it rains and gets in there, that water can trickle out of here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now you know.
Now I know.
Yep.
And the egress windows, do they push out like an awning window? They can.
They can if you unloosen the mechanism, but they crank out.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Good.
I love awning windows, everybody.
I do too.
I love awning windows. I love colored windows. I love the aluminum clad windows and the wood frames, but my gosh, they're $300, $400, $500 a piece.
Yeah.
Where this window right here is under $200.
Right.
And that, I think it's really, I don't know if Tom's been ordering these and they go up and down, but I think
Now, I'm
they're like
glad
about
David brought this
170.
up because I was going to ask this too, because we have put hopper windows sideways.
We have.
You can do hopper windows.
Hopper windows are
Where's a
different.
hopper window?
Well, hopper windows are different because they are sealed. They're different. You can put them in and lock them.
Who has one?
We're designing a couple.
There might be one on the other side of that and up there.
I think Joseph might be doing one. But we don't use a lot of hopper windows anymore because we're not doing the craftsman and they're really up high.
Now, good question about the garden windows. Is it the price that's keeping people from doing garden windows? Because they're expensive,
Them
right?
big garden windows. Like I said, I think 3 episodes ago, I'm looking into adding garden windows. Now, if you put them on the side, like if this is your kitchen, okay, that thing's gonna stick out about 8 or 10 inches.
Right.
If you're not gonna use this house as an RV, it doesn't matter the width, okay? We'll get it to you. But you can't really do it if you're gonna be on the width. Now, if your kitchen's on the end, big garden window will be great. But I love garden windows. So I'm gonna look into them and all they come in one set and go. So I'll find out about garden windows and more, and I really wanna come up with a kitchen awning window.
That'd be cool. Now, do the windows with them being wider like that, is it something that can be detached and then put on whenever you get there?
Well, I was thinking about that. I don't know. We'll have to look in how. I like to order one,
Okay, and
install
try it
it,
out.
and see what we can do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good. Are standard windows single or dual pane?
They're all dual. We call them double pane. Yep. All
Double
double pane.
pane.
Double pane.
Okay, and what does that mean? I'm sure everybody else knows.
Two mints in one.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm caught up on windows.
Yep.
Oh, wait a
No,
minute, let's see. Are hopper windows the same as frameless windows they have on the newer RVs? I don't know.
No. They have
No.
a frame on them, everything, and they tilt in.
They tilt
Yeah.
in.
We used to put them all the time on our Craftsman. We just don't use them that much anymore.
A lot.
They're 14 tall, 32 wide.
Okay.
and what they are, they're actually, we call them hopper windows, is because they go in basements, crawl space. So if you have a basement and you have a window well on the outside of your home, Those are usually hopper windows, and you pull them inside the house.
Oh, okay.
And we just use them, they look nice to get air.
What is the smallest size egress window that you can use?
Okay, legally, the egress size is a 5.3 square feet.
Okay.
So when you open this up, right here, what did I do with my tape measure?
He was chewing on it. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay, so you would think that this window would work. Well, let's see what we got. We got 20 inches by 15 inches. Okay, I don't have my phone on me. But if you multiply that, 1.8 times 1.3.
1.8 times 1.3. What is it, guys? They'll tell us. Somebody will. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Yes, I want somebody on across the other pond.
234. Tom said.
234.
234.
2.34.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, 2.34. That's only half the size of a legal
2.34.
egress. It has to come up to 5.3.
Oh.
Okay, so that opening has to be 5.3 to be a legal egress. Yep. And like this 3040, that's a legal egress, but it takes up a lot of space. And they only go by the part that opens. Okay?
Okay. Now, this is an interesting question. I don't understand it, but I don't build anything. Have you ever finished the inside and then did electric and spray foam from the outside before putting siding on?
Never.
I wonder, can you do that?
It's interesting.
It is interesting. Wonder, what would be the benefits of doing that? Or what would be the...
I'm not sure. I like to think about that.
Yeah, we'll study on that, Mark.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's a good question.
Yeah, Ken's on here. Ken, I think it's 5.7 square feet, but don't quote me. Oops, I already did. Are there limited sizes in the slider windows? Lori wants to know. Thinking of a larger one. Can you get a larger slider?
Limited sizes on the sliders? Yeah, I've seen them, I think I've seen them 5 foot tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
3050. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, let's see.
And they're really not more expensive than a single hung.
Really?
Yeah, we thought they were, and they must have come down on us. They used to be more.
And Myrtle said, yes, double hung costs more, right? Double hung windows?
Double hung means, see this one, this upper one, let me see if I can't grab a hold of it. You see how that comes down?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is fixed. So this is called a sash. So this upper sash is a fixed unit. It will not move.
Okay.
The lower sash moves.
So double hung means they both move. They both move.
Single moves that here. The thing is that this one will tilt in. Stay right there, Amanda.
Okay.
So let's say I wanted to clean this window out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get to it, right?
Right.
Well, I can take this, I can tilt this in.
Okay.
Like this, and I can clean this window.
Right.
Now, if this was a double hung, I could pull it down and tilt it in too.
Oh, we'll see.
So right now, I'll lay this one down like that, squirt like this, and then I can clean it.
Okay. Yeah.
See? So if it's not a real big window, you can still get it with a single hung.
Okay. Cool. Okay, what about a round? Who said something about a round window? Hold on. Somebody said, let's see, I'm really interested in a large round window. Is that more to do than a large square window?
Yes.
It is.
It's
a lot more work.
Look inside this shop, all right? Underneath there is trim, is window trim and corner trim. It's linear. These boards are linear, means straight, right? Everything here is straight. Everything here is straight. There's nothing circular except for this roof. That's why it's more expensive.
Right.
So to make round trim is just hard, and it's expensive. You buy it all, it's a whole expensive thing.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now, what I did to get around that is I actually ordered round steel, and we painted it black or green or white. And we make it look, it came out pretty cool.
But it took a little bit of doing. It was.
Yep. I like stuccoing around because stucco you can create the shape that you want too.
And you do. You have to pay. Yeah, it's a must-have. So I'll have to pay. She said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, it turned into window night, didn't it?
It did, but that's really good.
Yeah.
What else would we know about windows? Now that
Windows.
one's a fixed one on his.
Yeah, that does not open.
What has changed on this? We got more stuff. I see the front with the red and the.
Yeah, what we're doing, we're waiting on. We have 3 tanks that were ordered, and we're waiting on the 4th tank. We're going to start putting the tanks on in the inside. That's why we haven't done anything on the inside.
Okay.
And we were waiting on the shingles. They just came today. So now on the inside, they've actually wired the house, pretty much most of it. And so we'll put the tanks in the floor. We'll have to fur the floors up, raise them up just a little bit, and then we can go ahead and sheet everything.
Oh my gosh, everything looks so
Neat
cool.
looking.
Yeah.
Over here. So everything is really pretty much done on the outside except for the shake shingles.
Yeah.
And they can start doing that tomorrow.
Man.
So that's cool, isn't it? Yeah.
That is so cool.
They're gonna build a porch roof.
What about, can we go over here to this one with the blue? Let's
Yeah.
I know we went through these houses, but that one's got lights on and,
Nobody's home.
but I love that blue up in the,
I don't know if it's gonna stay that color. We'll probably, I think, as you can see, it's got brown stripes.
Oh, it is right, yeah.
It's gonna be painted. Now, this area right here is gonna have metal. So what we'll do is we'll put waterproofing behind that, wrap it with a J channel, and then slide the metal up inside that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me show the outside of it here. Looks really cool. Oh,
Really
we didn't
cool,
get
man.
the size and the person's name, did we?
I have no idea. On the tongue?
Yeah. You want me to go look?
Yeah.
This one is Sickle, 8x18 Freedom. Sickle. Okay. Show it on this side. Okay. Now let's go in. What you got, Ace? What are you doing? Okay. I'm back.
Ugh.
Hello, hello.
So,
Show me something.
8 foot wide. We are 89.5 inches wide.
Ooh.
89.5. So if you're drawing up your house, you got 89.5 inches on an 8 foot wide house.
Yes.
Okay? This loft on this particular home is
You get your tail away from me. I don't want to hear it. I ain't listening to it. Get your tail out there. Get out here.
what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, mister? What's going on?
Get your tail out of here. We're trying to work.
Go get him, Mace. Go get him. Go get him, buddy. Get him.
That is a big loft.
Yes.
Look at your daddy. Lord. So how long of a loft is that?
90 Hush. Amanda, look what you started.
I know.
Yeah, and that's a full dormer. I mean, he's fired up.
He got a hold of something.
Yeah.
This, and Melinda makes a good point. This seems like more than a 18 foot. It looks bigger.
Yeah.
Because I'm all the way here at the back. He's having a fit. I mean, he's losing his mind. Good grief. He's having a fit.
Why?
He's losing his mind.
over. Get out of
Party's
here.
over.
Go on. Get. Go on and get.
Jeez.
Good. Get. He had to go run.
Yeah, that's what I think too, Angela. I think he's wanting us to go out there. He's wanting us to come out there.
Let's go, buddy.
Come on.
Come on. Good.
Now what? Now I guarantee there's probably a snake out here. He's probably telling us there's a
Oh, he
snake.
just wanted to run.
Well, he was over here.
He was good all day. He was in the office most of the day with me.
Now what are you wanting to show us?
Nah. I'm sure people don't want to watch him. I mean, they do. Hey, there's a hopper window.
Oh, right there we go. There's
Yep.
the hopper.
There you guys go.
Yay!
Yeah. Here, let me go open it so you can see what it looks like.
Oh, there you are. Hello. Hello. So you can turn that any way.
Hey, can you see that rubber?
Where?
Right here.
No, I can't see that.
That white rubber right here.
Wait a minute. Yes, yeah, I see
goes
it.
all the way around it. Okay?
Hey, how much does a hopper window cost?
At Lowe's, it's $50.
Oh, that ain't bad. Well, okay.
I don't know what we charge for them, but they can be interchangeable with some of these other ones.
Right.
But they're kind of cool. I've seen them. We put them in bathrooms and showers, in a tub shower unit. They're hoppers. It's really cool just to open it up and let the steam out. Yeah.
Hey, is Tom still here? He may have already
He's
left.
probably gone. He's been working on a house outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the one that you did?
Right down here, right out front of there.
Let's go look at it.
Okay. Yeah, they started working on it today. They plumbed it, and started putting some sheeting on it.
They plumbed it and started putting sheeting on it, right?
Is Miss Deering?
No, Cleary.
Cleary. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
listen,
Cleary.
okay, you said Deering, her name's Donna, and Cleary, and you mixed the two together. Deering.
I'm just
Deering.
efficient, man. I'm efficient when I talk.
know. You really are.
Yeah.
Is
so
this it?
Yeah, I framed this in, and then Albert's taking it over because Albert was doing Steve's, and he's got Steve's 90% done on the outside.
So Donna, this is your house. Let me back up.
Yep.
Now hers, what's the
8
size?
by 20.
8 by 20.
See, I'm building it where I framed it, so I know 8
Yeah.
by 20. It's an RJO.
Yeah.
Yep. I love building these houses, everybody. I built the walls, the headers, the framing, the windows, and all that stuff. I didn't get to put the roof on because it got too late on Sunday.
So if it falls down,
4
it's your
hours.
fault.
It was about 4 hours in framing. I just love these because they're so easy to build. So easy. I mean, there's a lot to it, but I don't understand where it just takes so long. You know the biggest thing? It takes a long time to finish a home.
That's what it is.
When you get inside, when you put the wall on the inside, okay, it takes about a day and a half to put all the vigor, the ceiling, and all the wall board up. What it is the technical part. All right, when you got to put the shower valve, the toilet, the trim, the windows, the cabinets, the sinks, the cutoffs, and all that stuff, that's where you can, the last 5% of a home is the slowest. That's why we've got like 6 or 7 homes out there that need 5 and 6%. And
Yes.
so we've got about 4 guys that we take these homes to about that level of completion, and then we let them complete them out there.
Right.
Now, these right here, they've been change orders.
Yes.
We had
correct.
one, it was, they had a range hood in one place, and then they had gas, and then they had electric, and change
And
orders.
this one I think's leaving Thursday.
Is it leaving? Good.
I believe so.
Good.
Big old house.
Yeah, so, and you wouldn't believe, that's the thing in construction. There is just so many, I don't want to say liabilities, but there are so many moving parts to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And two, Angela said, Amanda and Randy, I'm not going to name this particular tiny house company, but for the same thing that you charge $49,000 for, they're charging $112,000. Wow. Good grief.
I'm a dodo.
I'm a dodo. I wonder how many they're selling though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I did not bug the Secretary of State today for our financing.
I know.
So tomorrow's our day.
Tomorrow's bugging day. Tomorrow is we're aggravating everybody.
Hey, can we go in the office and show them something?
Sure, let's
I want
go.
to show you guys something. We have.
Let me show. Oh, look at this. That's new. Up at the top.
Oh yeah, the vent.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
I love that house. Steve,
That is
thank
gonna
you.
be.
Thank you
yes.
for letting us build this house.
That's right. That is beautiful.
When
I
this
love
gets
it.
outside, Amanda, how come that couldn't just?
It's
that's
so
gonna be
cool.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
And we do have a smokestack.
Oh, look at this.
It'll be a crooked smokestack. Now, what here is his propane tanks go on here.
Yeah.
And he's got a wine barrel, whiskey barrel slats, and we're gonna put whiskey barrel slats around this.
Oh, neato.
So it kind of hides his propane tanks.
That is cool.
Hey, buddy. Come on, let me show you all something that we got. Oh, let me show you. These are the tanks that go in Steve's in this rustic house.
Oh, okay. Is that
And
the ones you're waiting on, or?
We got one more.
One more.
And they also have sensors that go on them, and they tell you if they're full, they need to be emptied, and all that. And we're wiring that in. There's some DC wiring. It's an RV. It's an actual RV.
This is so awesome.
Yeah. Look at this nest, Amanda.
Well,
You know what I call that?
trash.
Progress. Yep. Come on in here, everybody. All right. There has been, where's that, Amanda? Here it is. In the, hey, what do you call it? In the,
Can I interest you in one of these?
oh, thank you. I won't be able to talk if I chew gum. I can't chew gum and talk at the same time.
Look, you don't.
In the hollow, dark edges of the web and the gossipy phone lines and everything that's out there.
6 feet, friend.
6 feet, friend, is that we will never be ANSI certified and we'll never get this and we're just stalling, right? Well, here it is, right here, an official letter. An official letter. Notice of authorization to apply for PWA mark. It says, Randy Jones at Incredible Tiny Homes. Mr. Jones, we are pleased to inform you that you have HAVE in English completed our evaluation of your recreational vehicle tiny home under project number as being in compliance and applicable requirements of the following
Applicable.
standards.
Wow.
Applicable. There you go. Here's a letter from Pacific, right? Let me say the company, Pacific West Associates. Give him a call. Say, hey, was he telling the truth or was he lying? And then this is an example of the stickers that we will be putting on your home, Pacific West Associates. And it shows all of the compliant. And then we also have a bunch of warning stickers that will go on your water heater, any gas appliances, any of that. I think it's a shame that I have to produce this and prove to everybody what I'm saying, but I've always been kind of a late bloomer, and it's one of them things where I outrun myself, so I'm always out in front of myself all the time, so that means I'm always doing something, and then I gotta wait for everything to catch up.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened here. We have overwhelmed the county and the electric company and the state. We're just moving fast here, everybody.
Because you got to think about it. You know, some people, if they're on their own doing it, you're just one person.
Yeah.
Okay? We got 100-something people here. It's like, and it is incredible properties. And so it takes a little bit more for things for us to get done than it does just one single person, you know, to get something done. So.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's communities and they're putting up one lot at a time and they don't have city sewer, so they're going to put in one sewer system at a time, right? Piece of cake. I did 73 homes and it took me 10 years, all right? Here, I got 100 homes and we're doing it in a year.
Yes.
All right, well, over a year now since January. We said we would start in January of last year, but it was 4 months of torrential rain that absolutely set 500-year record floods.
It's insane.
And we started a development.
Unbelievable.
All right? And then the sewer plan went on to 4 variations, 4 different designs, the sewer. And you know what? That's my luck. Because the slower that this has been coming on, it allows for more, what do you call it? Apprehension and questionable ways, right? But this is what I love about coming onto social media. the good thing about it is that here it is. You see it. You've seen the dozers, the track hose, the sewer, the water, the power. I got the conduit. Hey man, come here. Come here. I want to show you something else. We might lose signal. I don't know. Let's see. Let me go around. I want to show you guys the inventory that we purchased.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, you mean
we gotta go this way. We just paid $60,000 for all this stuff, and this goes in the forest, and it goes in the beach.
Oh, wait a minute, they can't hear you whenever you say
So it goes in the forest in the beach area. All the electrical that it takes.
Spent $60,000.
Yeah, and it's paid for by your all's deposits. This is our inventory room. As you can see, we are buying everything it can to build these next 60 homes we got on our books. Look at all the barn door tracks, Amanda.
I know.
Look at all that. Are we gonna lose signal? Come on. These are pocket doors.
I don't think so.
In here. Let's hurry so they don't lose signal. Come here.
I'm coming!
Come here.
My God!
Right here. Come here.
I'll make them sick if I go
Hurry,
fast. I think somebody's still working. All right.
Did they get to see it? Did they get to see it?
Yeah, they have to see the first of it.
Where's that dog?
He's probably back here.
Ace!
Come on, Ace! He was in the office chewing on something.
I'll leave that door open in case he's in there. You know what? But I just showed. There he is. I don't know if you guys got to see it. There were spools on top of spools on top of spools of wire that we've ordered that will be running into the forest and the beach. Bought, paid for. The meter centers, bought and paid for. The post that goes in the ground, bought and paid for. The septic pipe, everything bought and paid for.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
It's in the ground and done. Now, you know what else I'm going to do? In case I die, in case my guts explode and I can't walk anymore and I lose all cognitive reality of who I am, and I hope that happens soon. But I'm going to put the properties, all right, the incredible properties in their own entity. We're getting them surveyed, and they will be put into Incredible Properties, Inc., right? So that whatever happens to me, the company, or whatever, the rental continues. You have a home. I'm trying to protect you guys. That's what happens. So no matter what happens to me or anything, those gates will stay open, and there's a place to live. Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
All right, so I don't know how much more I can do to tuck you into bed and make you feel good, and that we're spot on and we're busting it as hard as we can get it. I just hope in the end it's enough to keep us floating, and that's what we're doing. Thank you for all your prayers. People, you wouldn't believe the people that send me and say, we're praying for your company. I think that's amazing. I do believe in prayer. I'm not the most religious guy or church-going fella, but I tell you, I do believe in prayer because I believe there's an energy and a power, and I believe that it works. I really do. I believe when people come together with one mind, that it can change things. I believe all that. So when I hear people are praying for me, praying for Trucker Mike, and praying for things, I believe that prayer works. I really do. It's more than just positive thinking, and I believe in that too. I believe that our frame of mind puts us into a winning mode or a losing mode, you know? So anyway, don't want to get off on all that, but thank you so much. Any more questions,
And
Brandon?
everybody agrees with that. Your spiritual intention is everything. Prayer is powerful. They believe in prayer. Prayer works. It'd be awesome.
I'm doing all I can to bring you a great product. If you think my intentions are slacking in any way, or if you think that I'm doing, please, you need to come here and talk to me and see me for yourself and walk in here. It's almost, 8 o'clock at night. We're still doing a film. We got up at 5, 6 o'clock. We don't stop. We don't quit doing what we're doing. We don't slack off. We don't sit in there just kind of lollygagging around. We work 7 days a week trying to bring this business to reality and to that will happen. I don't know anybody.
And if we're not here working, we're thinking about thinking up stuff.
Yeah.
Like even whenever we decide to take a day off, like if we're off on a Sunday, all we think of is ideas. What about this? What about this?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
and I love doing that though. I almost kind of don't like being as busy just because I can't come up with really cool ideas. I've really got some ideas for the resort. And everybody, I want to tell you that if you still want this resort, you know, we don't have enough to go through with it yet. You know, so we've only got 9 confirmed people.
10.
Yeah, 10 confirmed, like sent their money in. It's not enough to do it. We got 22 people that have signed contracts. We need 40 to make it relaxing and make it work. And I can do what I just did.
And Amber just sent out a big mass email to everybody that was interested before.
Yeah.
The 75 people.
We have 160 acres available to us across the street. It's $250,000. We need to buy the land, and then we need to develop for your lot, for your home, right? And I've offered, you guys know, if you've seen it and watched it, I've offered if you just buy a house from me, it includes a 2-year free rent lot to live on. Just buying the house, your rent is included for 2 years.
Which ties into the 21st mortgage, because some people cannot move forward unless they have the financing, but you have to do the 20% at least.
Yeah,
right?
and that's why in this email that I sent out, if you have 20%, what we're trying to do, we'll get the financing. It's just waiting for that letter. That shows me, hey, we got this many people that will go with it. All right. So, but if you're still waiting on it, I understand. If you're waiting and you don't, because we'll reimburse your money if we don't go through with it.
We have the money completely in a separate account. We have it all set aside. So no worries on your money.
Just like we did the rest of these other 3 properties that we've developed. Okay. So the property across the street is the same way. It's a resort. And listen, I hope that our dream comes true to where we can actually have these across the country, and that you can travel from each one, either move your home or even maybe live in each other's homes and trade out that way. Okay, that's my future dream. I think that would be awesome on top of building all these gorgeous homes. So, all right.
We want to just, of course, I know we're wrapping up the show, but we want to think about, pray for everybody about the virus. And everything that's going on. A lot of people are drawing unemployment now. They've lost their jobs. For us to still be working is a miracle. It's just really unbelievable. We're super fortunate. So everybody's working. We still have people interested. We still are selling homes. People are wanting the tiny homes. A lot of people are changing their ways of how they're thinking about their finances and how they're thinking about their future. And they're calling in and said, you know what? I want a tiny home. They're calling Lucas. Lucas is booked up with the solar till the end of the year. So people are thinking different during all these, troubled times we got going on.
Listen, I mean, people that have got a tiny home, hey, I guarantee you now, when they pay it off and there's no debt, and you can live here for 200, if you can live here the next 2 years and not pay a dime, you can grow your own food. You can live 2 years here with, you could probably even turn off your power and live here and not spend nothing for 2 years. Stop it. What an amazing thing.
That's right. We want to keep the COVID away. Absolutely.
Yeah. And across the street at the resort, you'll only have your house payment, no lot rent for 2 years. So I don't know how much more we can do to really make it a sweet deal.
I want to say hi to Wanda Lee. She said, Amanda, I talked to your daughter today. As a lot of people might know, that my daughter is doing part-time working the phones here, and she's really good. She's a really good customer service girl. She just does really good. But Wanda Lee, and Wanda, remember when Poor Mary come? We called her. She called herself Poor Mary. From North Carolina up there, and so Wanda's a friend of us and everything like that. So it's very sweet. Thank you, Wanda.
Yeah, Lindsay sent me something. You got an appointment on Thursday at 3 p.m. And I text back Lindsay. I said, I've always wanted a personal secretary.
And she said, well, now you got one.
But she's, what do you call it? Away from me? What do you call it?
Oh, she loves being away from you. Exactly.
I got a personal secretary that's not in the same room.
That's never around. Exactly.
Yeah, never around. She's virtual.
Virtual, exactly. The other thing I want to mention is I think Maria posted on here, or just mentioned, that Trucker Mike, that we all know, said that he opened his eyes and seen his nurse or something, but that was the last update that she had. You can say the update again if I missed something, Maria. But we're really praying and thinking about him too. Yeah,
we mentioned that earlier, him about prayer and him helping him, everybody. Gosh, that's tough, having a head injury
Exactly,
like that.
That's right.
So,
Absolutely.
in this business, because we actually are in touch with so many people, right?
We are.
So we build 150 homes a year. That's 150 people that we are in contact with.
Yeah.
All right? When I built the resort, I had not even 73, because 15 of them homes was an investor.
That's true.
So we had like 58, 59 people that I was in contact with over 10 years.
Wow.
That's it. 59 customers. Piece of cake, right? Here
Yeah.
it's 150 a year.
Yeah.
Not only because we've had that many people, we've had almost, I think there's been 4 deaths that we have been familiar with.
That's true.
Customers. One poor guy was actually just finished watching our show, was eating supper, and had a stroke and died.
Sure did. At the dinner table
At
while
the dinner
watching
table.
us on the show.
While I was watching.
Yes.
I mean, he was getting ready to move here. He came and visited here.
He's finalizing his plans. He had 2 teenage boys. Remember
Yep.
that?
Beautiful Mary.
Yes.
Mary was from Florida, and she was the reason that inspired me to be vegan. She didn't say anything about it, but she was my age, and she died. She gave me a deposit, and she
went to visit family,
in
right?
Florida in November and never came back.
Yeah.
And last December, she
Very
passed away.
sad.
And I was so sad because the guys just loved her. My mom loved her. She brought gifts. She brought fruit. She was so eccentric and so out there spiritually. And I remember grabbing my shoulder because I got a bum shoulder, and she was rubbing it out and throwing out the bad energy out of my shoulder, you know. And we cried together and laughed together, and she never came back. And
So you just don't know.
yeah, I became vegan because of that. She died of a stroke. And I started thinking really serious about my health.
We've had a couple of people that have passed away after they got their homes, in their homes.
Yep, sure did.
Very sad. I mean, you just don't know.
So we're meeting a lot of people like Trucker Mike.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of things that happen in people's lives.
That's right.
And it's been different.
Well, I seen on Facebook yesterday a girl that is in her 30s, owns a local restaurant in Morristown, died of a heart attack yesterday, has little kids.
Wow.
She died of a heart attack.
Well, today, what you're talking about. We have a guy that works here. I don't think he's 40 yet.
Yeah.
I think he's in his early 30s or mid 30s, right? And he needs to lose weight. And he's on metformin. He's on high blood pressure. He's on cholesterol medicine. He's overweight. He can't hardly breathe. His feet hurt. His back hurts. His neck hurts. He's sick. The stomach, everything.
Yeah.
And I told him today, I said, listen, I will help you lose weight. I will help you with links of education, how it'll do. And I'll also pay you per pound that you lose it. And I said, I'm not doing this for a month. I'm doing it for a year. And I said, if you lose X amount, and I'm going to pay him this amount. And I told him, but if you gain it back, you owe me back money.
Right.
But I was very supportive of him. And I said, you are a young man, and we want to keep you in this company. And we all like him. But his health is going down fast. And he's 150 pounds overweight. And I said, you know what? I'm going to pay you every pound you lose. I ain't got the money to pay him, but you know what? It'll come in. Somehow we will help this guy be motivated, and he needs the money for his kids and his family and all that stuff. Hopefully he can buy a truck with it, and he can look at that truck and say, hey, you know what? I got it from losing weight, you know? And he was an athlete before and the whole thing, and everybody sees that story. The whole country's ruled by it. But he works here, and so I feel a responsibility to people like this. So,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, so I don't know how we got off on all that, but you know what? It's part of everything.
Mary said, she said, I was 245 and got down to 150. Good for you, Mary.
Wow.
Maria, I lost 70 pounds, Randy. Just give me gas and tolls.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard, but you got to get your mindset on that. He said his wife won't do it. I said, that's fine. You know what? It's either that or death. You know,
Well,
early
you never
grave.
know what people will do. What
And
they
maybe
might
it'll
do and
motivate
change.
her when he gets going, you know. But anyway, and you know what? I've been fortunate. I haven't been overweight, but I have had, you know, just problems with eating and my stomach. And my son is like that. Both my boys are like that. And you know, I feel fortunate that I do get upset when I eat certain foods, so I don't eat them because that. But it's I have a real heart for people that need to lose it and be
Lori,
healthy.
I just want to say it since they took the time to make a comment.
Yeah.
Lori said, and I went down with blood clots, half the heart stopped, and an angel must have got me up. They worked on me for 45 minutes, and here I am. Stopped by to see Randy on Sunday.
Yeah,
Amen.
she just
Lori.
came by and told me about it. Yeah, she sure did.
Let's see. Working on my weight loss, 21 pounds so far. That's awesome, everybody.
There you go.
Bonnie said I was 256, and Bonnie was here at New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I was 256 and I've lost to 135.
Wow.
That's awesome. And Lori made a comment, said no other company I know cares about their employees like Randy at ITH. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? You know, I'm not going to be here making millions of dollars and I'm going to have a big house. Well, I'm not going to buy a big house. I'm not going to do any of this stuff. I just want this place to work. I want us to make money that it just works. And that's all I can ask. And if the guys
and everybody coming together, you know, the people that are going to be living here on the property will get to stay. You will be able to, like Sheila just said, walking. Everybody's going to be able to partner up, have friends, have little groups and stuff. You're going to be able to cook together, do recipes together, lose weight together, do some work. Maybe everybody will go get a part-time job. You know, maybe, you know, somebody's the dog walker. Who knows? There's all kinds of things. And it keeps you from going to the fridge or going and, you know, being by yourself and stuff. When you're out and you're active and stuff, you don't think about that stuff so much. So it's a very needed thing here in many ways.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I never feel, I hope you guys know when I'm doing push-ups and all that stuff, I'm just acting up. And I like, just maybe if that motivates somebody, but I never think that I'm anything special or any of that stuff. And it's really a mind frame, because if you do look nice and anything like that, you got more of a responsibility to help people.
Yeah.
Not just flaunt yourself, you know?
Exactly.
And so, you know, when the guys are out here.
Flaunting yourself's not attractive.
No, so I feel like I want to help them, you know?
Yeah.
And I like making fun of myself because it is hard. I mean, hey, look, I ain't got a six pack. I mean, I got a little bit of skin hanging here. I'm getting old, you know? It's just the way it is. But you know what? We can take care of the insides of what we got and make it work. And
two, real quick before we go off, is like, what are we going to do? Because listen, my gray hair is coming in because we can't go to the salon.
I got to get a haircut. Look.
Tom is so aggravated with his hair. He had a cap on all day. He can't stand it. Randy's hair, so we need to line everybody up and buzz cuts.
Will Brittany come over here?
Hell no. In the coronavirus?
I'll give her a respirator.
Stop it. No, this is what you need to do. Somebody, Tom said that Stacy, they ordered some clippers. Yeah. Line everybody up, and Mike can shave everybody. He shaves his head for 23 years. He can shave everybody's head.
You told me to never shave my head again.
Oh.
I look like a turtle.
You looked horrible. I've never seen you look horrible, and that was it. I looked, and I went, oh my God.
You look like your dad.
It was like,
Yep. All right, everybody, have a great night.
Yes, we need a Flowbee.
Flowbee!
Remember the Flowbee, the vacuum?
Do. Yep.
It said it really does suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Ace.
He's right there. He's right there. He's right there.
Oh, where you at, buddy?
Oh, my God, he's already, he's went to bed.
Oh, come on, let's say goodbye. As you eat everything in here.
Oh, he's going to be sick.
Look, he's got an old banana peel.
Bye, everybody.
Say goodbye, Ace.
And just a reminder, we've only got 10 people for the resort. Somebody asked that again.
Yeah, we've only got 10 confirmed deposits for the resort.
But we're still taking the 20%.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking 20% for the resort. So, yes, everybody, it is a deal of a lifetime, all right? 20%, you just buy a house, and you got 2 years free rent living over there, all right? So, whatever we can do, we got till May 25th.
Yeah.
But we can't wait till the last minute.
No.
I will let you know as soon as we know 21st Mortgage has approved us and give us our 4-digit number. I'm hoping that will flood people to say, I'm in.
Yeah.
If you are on a fixed income, I think I tried to work this out to where the pricing is, if you bring in about a $1,200 to $1,400 a month, right, as an income, I'm trying to work this out to where you can afford the resort.
Okay.
Okay? So, all right, buddy, give me a call. All right? We'll be back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Jim Cock Dodge.
Jim Cock Dodge. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Good night, everybody.
Cards and letters from people I don't even know. And offers coming over the phone.
Oh, thanks, Maria. I know I got a 30-minute drive home.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Bye, everybody. Everybody was great. Everybody's so great. The comments that I see, I wish you could see them. Everybody's so great. I love you guys.
Cards and letters from people I don't even know. And coming over the phone.
Look how big he is. Night, everybody.
What do you think? What do you think? Huh?